So artificial intelligence will once again steal much of the attention at this year's CES. In fact, firms participating at the event couldn't agree more that the use and control of AI will navigate the future. Joining us is Professor Park Juyong from KAIST. Good morning.
Good morning.
Professor Park, artificial intelligence is once again one of the highlights at this year's global tech event. What does that say about AI as a leading future technology?
So CES, you can tell from its name, is an opportunity for to showcase everyday gadgets and appliances for the consumers. And AI, which so far has been more of a promise of what the future can be, tries to be the force of now. And going forward, it's imperative that AI find acceptance among the general population as a really useful thing so that it can become the technology of the present, not just of the future.
Right. As my colleague Hayoung gave us a glimpse of this year's event, Professor Bao, I want to know what has caught your attention at this year's CES? Any particular AI models that our viewers may be interested in?
Yeah, so in keeping up with the consumer-driven nature of the show, I've been interested in things that I can imagine bringing into my home. So the products from the world's major players like Samsung, LG, and Sony have become more intelligent and fancier. But there are smaller things that caught my attention. For instance, I saw the magic mirror that can check up on my health when I look into it. And the use of AI in food in the form of robotic chefs and novel recipes seem to be giving out a nice flavor. So for the consumers curious about AI in action, there's plenty offered this year.
Definitely. If I could afford one, I would definitely bring home one of those transparent TVs. Now, based on these models that have come out and that we've discussed so far this morning, would you say this year's edition will be a success? It just kicked off.
Yeah, it's an interesting question because last year's edition took place when we were just getting out of COVID lockdowns, where our lives were put off balance, and so we didn't know what we were supposed to want even. But this year, with a more normalized life, overall, we've gotten back to having a clearer focus. So AI-powered electronics are easier to use, and mobility solutions based on better batteries because we need to move around, work, and enjoy life. So yes, I would say it's a better and more relevant show overall.
Definitely. On top of those transparent TVs, the magic mirrors, there are also AI gadgets looking after not just humans, but also our pets, like dogs and cats. Now, Samsung also introduced its AI homekeeper, Ballie, and these are all things that we never thought would actually exist just decades ago, right? What kind of AI models do you expect to come out in the near future? What do you think?
Yes, so pets are now major consumers of electronics, that's for sure. Now, this indicates an important trend, which is better and easier communication and interaction with our pets, the environment, and fellow humans. So what I expect of AI in the future is to improve communication and interaction between people. Now, this may seem too basic, but it gets really forgotten easily when people get excited over fancy headsets that separate people even further. So something non-intrusive but still essential, like a real-time conversation or a physical interaction helper to bring people closer together would be really exciting to see.
Right, let's talk more about where South Korea stands in the global AI race at the moment. The Federation of Korean Industries has released its own list of global AI ranking. And according to that report, South Korea made it to the 6th on the list after the US, China, Singapore, the UK, and Canada. Professor Brown, what is South Korea lacking in the chase to be an AI leader?
So those types of rankings are what they are, but we have to keep in mind that the way things are going in AI, things can change really quickly. So I see this often, and sometimes it's even comical when an AI expert says two things at once and doesn't realize it because they themselves are confused with all the such rapid developments. So in this type of environments, it will be important to become a first mover, which means finding an untouched problem, then pioneering it. So focusing on Korea's scientific and technological prowess on non-traditional tech areas like creative culture and living will be one way that Korea can earn its edge over its rivals.
Definitely. All right. Thank you so much for your time and insightful comments today. You have a great day today.
Thanks for having me.